Quiet on set. Go live in 5, 4. Good morning, Copper Basin. Today is January 11th, 2016. I'm Kimmy.
I'm Elizabeth, and on today's show we will be talking about Captain America, a Paris attacker, and Aztec sports.
So let's get the show started.
She has her arms around your waist. You're the balance that will keep her safe. Have you ever felt the warm embrace?
Alan Mullins of Dalton, Georgia, has walked 48 of 50 state capitals. He made the entire journey dressed as Captain America, and it's all for a good cause. Alan Mullins was a local frame builder for many years. He made a big change in January of 2009, wanting to do something bigger than himself. 7 years later, his journey has become a way of life. He's been on the road a long time helping other heroes, and this week he is getting a hero's welcome. You know, I just try to entertain the people out there and do weird poses and pop out behind the trees, said Alan Mullins. You know, anything to mess with them to make them laugh. Why do I do what I do? I love to love people. I like to put smiles on people's faces in a time when we have a lot of hate in the world and a lot of vengeance, said Mullins. There needs to be some love. He says our veterans are the true heroes, and that is why he walks. His journey also raises money through a GoFundMe for the American Legion and various VFW projects. He says sometimes it's a simple thank you or a random act of kindness that makes a difference. Now let's go to the weather with Tyler.
Today's mostly sunny, highs in the 30s to mid 40s. Tonight, variable clouds, lows 19 to 24. Tuesday, mostly sunny, highs in the 30s to mid 40s. It's going to be pretty cold out there, so you might as well get a jacket. Now, that's it for weather. Let's go over to Joey with the world.
Police shot and killed a man Thursday after he tried to enter a northern Paris police station wielding a knife. The man was shouting Allahu Akbar. He was wearing what appeared to be an explosive vest, but it turned out to be fake. A police source told CNN the attack, which occurred in Barbes near the police station in Goutte d'Or, took place on the one-year anniversary of the Charlie Hebdo killing, the first deadly jihadist attacks that had ruled the French capital over the past 12 months.
12 months? Why wouldn't they just say a year?
I don't know, but it's deep. In those attacks, 2 gunmen killed 12 people.
Why don't they just say a dozen?
I don't know, but 12 and 12? Conspiracy. In those attacks, the assaults were on the offices in the French satirical magazine, which had angered Islamics for its irreverent approach to the Islam and the publication of cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. There was a heavy police presence around the scene in the aftermath of Thursday's shooting, which officers advising residents to remain indoors and attempting to clear the area. Residents gathered a cordon along the street seeking to enter their homes.
Well, if something ever happens like this, guys, stay in your homes.
Exactly. This is why there's being raised caution all around the United States now. So we're just going to throw it over to a quick Passé. I think it's Passé, isn't it?
Good enough.
There we go. Let's go over to the Passé.
I know everything about everything. I know what my friends are doing all the time. Seriously, I know almost everything. Because I pay attention. Well, most of the time. I know about cars and driving and what it takes to drive safely.
Right, but it doesn't hurt to review what you already know.
I know what I need before I get in the car. My keys, my phone, my wallet or bag. I know to adjust my seat and check my mirrors and put on my seatbelt and lock the doors before I take off.
Did you know 10% of high school students report rarely or never wearing seatbelts when riding with someone else?
Emergency crews in upstate New York had freed 15 workers but were still attempting Thursday morning to free 2 others still trapped in a salt mine shaft about 775 feet below ground. The rescue operation was expected to be completed by about 9 a.m., Fox News confirmed. There were no reported injuries. The first 4 miners rescued were raised to the surface in a basket around 7 a.m. Thursday at the company's mine in Lansing. The Lansing Fire Department, along with the Cargill mine staff, have been working since about 10:20 p.m. local time Wednesday to free the trapped workers. The miners are still stuck in an access shaft, according to the Ithaca Fire Department, which is also assisting officials in the rescue operation. First responders have been lowering food blankets and other supplies down to the workers as the rescue operation continued. Now let's go to sports with Joey and Tanner.
Hello everybody, welcome to sports. I'm Joey Sparks.
And I'm Tanner Wilcox, and this is CBTV News in 9.
Today is the first day of this magical journey into the second semester, so we're going to do something different on sports and have story time. After all, who doesn't like a good story?
I've been known to enjoy a good story.
The first recorded sports in history was set in a Mesoamerican establishment. A lot like soccer, the game was played with a ball, and you had to use your body to progress the ball down the court-like structure to a goal on the other side.
Didn't they award the winner with a human sacrifice?
Exactly. That'd be a terrible reward if I do say so myself.
I would definitely lose on purpose in that case.
That actually sets up this story perfectly. There was once this team of Aztecs who were really good at the game but was always scared of death, so they would always ask amateurs to play goalie. It was a perfect idea because they could never stop the other team from scoring. One time they saw this guy who constantly worked on a calendar all day. They began feeling bad for the guy, so they asked him to be their goalie. After soon agreeing to play for the team, they found out that the calendar maker was a gifted athlete. They dominated the other team, which led to an honorable sacrifice of the whole team.
So who was there to step into the role of finishing the calendar?
That's a great question. Some say this is the reason that the calendar ends in 2012. I honestly think it was all set up by the Illuminati.
That was an awesome story, but we're out of time on this end. We'll throw it back over to lunch with Megan.
In line 1, we will be having grilled chicken, baked potato rounds, fresh baby carrots, applesauce, pear half, and milk. In line 2, we'll be having corn dog nuggets, baked potato rounds, baked beans, coleslaw, pear halves, applesauce, and milk. For breakfast Tuesday, in line 1, muffin, yogurt, fruit juice, and milk. And in line 2, breakfast burrito, salsa, fruit juice, and milk.
Heavy rains dumped on the area in the days leading up to Christmas, causing flash flooding throughout the county. Water came across the bridge in McKaysville, causing flooding in the streets of downtown Copper Hill. That bridge was closed along with the downtown area. Now to our sponsors.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
I'm Colton.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And for today's announcement, on January 13th, there's a Pipe Fitters Union meeting with seniors during RTI.
Club Day will be Thursday instead of Wednesday due to scheduled guest speakers during RTI.
No classes the 18th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Progress reports will be the 26th.
That's all we have for today.
We will see you tomorrow on CBTV News in 9.
Bye.